Hey guys, and welcome to my quick LFR guide to Galakras. Now Galakras is quite easy, requiring a little bit of planning beforehand, so as long as you do the planning, you should be fine. Now the first thing you need to do is designate a group of people to deal with the towers. On the PTR we found that 6 players, that being 1 tank, 1 healer and 4 DPS, worked well. Now this fight consists of 2 phases. In the first phase, most of the raid will be on the ground defending the beach, while the tower group will go around and secure the 2 towers. This phase is ended when both of the towers are secured and players in each cannon shoot Galakras down in quick succession. Now the towers aren't open instantly, there's these like friendly NPCs that open them up. You can see on the, just on the top of your screen, a percentage which denotes how close a tower is to being opened. However, that doesn't really matter because you just go to the towers after killing a specific ad. Now phase 2 is simple and involves just nuking down Galakras. Now let's talk about phase 1. So first I'll go over the ads and their abilities. Firstly we have Bone Crushers. These must be nuked down quickly. They do an ability called Fracture, which does 5% max HP per second as damage to one of the friendly NPCs, and these should be stunned, because if the friendly NPCs in this fight die, then you will lose the fight. Just note, by the way, one of the friendly NPCs will do a blizzard on the floor. You should tank these ads inside the blizzard, it's just helpful. Now next we have Untitled Shamans. These do a nuke and drop a healing totem. The nuke, you can interrupt it if you want, but on LFR it doesn't matter, and the healing totem should be killed. Next we have Flag Bearers. These will drop a buff banner, which will just be killed really, because you don't want the buff banner up. So they're not a problem. Next we have Proto Drakes. These will do a frontal cone, so you don't want to stand in front of them. We also have Flame Slingers. These will put fire at your feet, which you just want to stand out of. Now, Demolishers will spawn at 2 points during the fight. They will attack the tower, doing 150,000 damage and stunning anyone inside them. These need to be killed before the tower team goes up the tower. Now there's also 4 mini bosses, 2 on the ground and 2 on the tower. The first one's on the ground and it is called Orgrimmar the Snake. This boss does a dot in the tank, puts a poison cloud on the floor and enrages at 30%. She also summons 2 ads which do a frontal cone which shouldn't be stood in. Next we have Cogrock. He is on the first tower and does a slow and a conal knockback, which will hit you off the tower and might even kill you, so you don't want to be hit by that. Now next we have Thranrock. He will cleave and he will also chain players towards him, like pretty much pulls them all into his hitbox, and then does a big AoE that does 440k damage to anyone near him, so when he chains people in, just run out and you'll be fine. Now finally we have Dagrin, I think Dagrin, who will just do the same as Cogrock, and Dagrin is located on the second tower. Now let's talk about the flow of the phase. So pretty much you want to kill the ads until Orgrimmar the Snake appears. Now soon after she appears, the Demolisher will appear. You want to kill the Demolisher instantly, and once it's killed, that's when the tower team will go and secure the opened tower. A player must get, after the tower is defeated and the mini boss on its dead, a player must get on the cannon and use it to kill the flying drakes. Once the tower is secured, the tower team will just return back to the main fight. Now at this point the ground people will have either killed or will still be killing Thranrock, and after that soon a second Demolisher will appear. You just want to kill that, and then the tower team will go to the second tower, secure it in exactly the same manner as they took the first one, and once the second tower is taken, both cannons will be usable by players. So someone else will have to go up to the first tower and use the cannon on it, so that both players can shoot Galakras at the same time. When Galakras is shot twice consecutively by the 2 cannons, it will start phase 2. Now in phase 2, Galakras will land on the ground. You want to tank it facing away from the raid, because it's a dragon, dragons breathe fire, fire's bad. So there's that. Now once its ability is pretty much just a big ball. It shoots this big ball and it fixates at a player. When it connects with them, it does raid-wide damage. I think the base is about 450k, it's really not that much. Well, it's not that much because of the next mechanic. Now when this ball is kited through players, the final amount of damage that it does is reduced. So being LFR, your mileage may vary because a lot of people just run away from it because, scared fire. But you do want to just kite that through as many people as you can. Honestly, this isn't a problem. Even on the LFR, like on the PTR, which was quite overtuned at the time, we still found this phase to be a complete cakewalk. Really, phase 2 is pretty easy, and it's phase 1 and actually just getting to phase 2 that's the hard bit. So I hope this guide's helped out. It's probably a little bit more complicated than some of the other LFR guides, it's just the nature of the fight. So yeah, I hope it's useful, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.